What up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? What's going on, man? Man, I fell asleep today after I ate, and pretty much got up, had an important phone call about this countywide ceasefire. Turned on the DNC for a minute, and I'm here as quick as possible. Yeah, y'all know I like to sleep, man. But what's the deal, y'all? What's the deal? What's going on? Talk to me. I'll talk back. We forgot Chico and the Man yesterday, man. Chico and the Man. That was some fly stuff back in the day, right? Y'all remember that show? And I apologize to everybody that's not getting their notifications. I really don't know what to tell you. Um, Other than unsubscribe and subscribe back, make sure you click the bell to where it says all notifications. It's been going on this whole entire year, 2024. People are saying they're not getting my notifications. I don't know what to tell you about that. What up, Sag? What's going on, Sag? Victoria Lopez, what's up with you and the burner on? KMV damn, y'all beat us down in basketball yesterday. I mean, that's what the homies do, man. Don't be surprised. Sir Uncle Buck, what up, homeboy? No, we not live, homeboy. Go back in your basement and go to bed. The Goob Show, long time no see, homeboy. Girl Dad, long time no see. What's up with you, homeboy? Yeah, it couldn't have been basketball. It had to be baseball, because that's what we do. Y'all play that baseball too, though, man. I've seen y'all play a few times. Of course, nowadays, everybody got new teams, but ready for the NFL. Man, yesterday was some good games. Thank you, Sag. Thank you, Sag. Thank you, Sag. We will be having Baby Gangster next month. Baby Gangster Twin. Uh, at first I thought, I thought how rude and, what type of confusion would having Baby Gangster come on after Stacy. But Baby Gangster called me, and when we talked, it didn't take no time for me to understand. He has a different memory, a recollection of some of the events, and he has information outside of the household. So I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be all right. I know Stacy want to come back as well. And then, of course, you say, Houston, a sleeper, heard it here first. Houston, a sleeper, heard it here first. Houston, Texans, right? I wouldn't say I heard it here first, but I'm going to say I heard it here first today or this preseason. Yeah, man. Before Houston made all them accusations, Hutch will tell you, man. Hutch will tell you, I thought the Texans had been putting together a good team for some years now, man. At least 5 years now. But now they have arrived. They arrived last year, Candace Kirksey, what up, sweetie? How you doing tonight? Babyface Loxa, what up? Oh, Easty Crip 69, man. I forgot to see if you on this block list, but I know you said all of YouTube have been blocking you, so I don't think it's just this channel. But I did mean to look to see if you were on there. You probably were spamming people, homie, or disrespectful toward people's platform, homie. You never have been to this platform, though. Michelle, what up? Lawyer, what up? Daniel Alvarado, when you interviewing Lil Hawk, CMG, or is that a no? Well, my boy L died. L had a direct line on all them dudes, so I don't know if it ever happened, but, with Bloods and Crips hopefully coming together in the near future, I hope it would become a whole lot easier to get that interview, but that's one of those interviews that would be for you guys, not for me. I'm deep off into the history. A lot of you guys into this rap, this banging on wax and stuff like that. That's not really my lane. You know what I mean? I tell you all the time, I don't really know music like that. I know old school music. I know what sound good, but I don't know these songs and these personalities and they gangbang history or how they became well known. I don't know all that, so I try to avoid that type of stuff as much as possible. But uh, he would be one that probably should be interviewed out of a lot of the others. I'll say that much. But yeah, like I said, my direct connect, he just passed. So that's gonna mess up a whole lot of potential blood interviews from Denver Lane and Crenshaw Mafia. I'm not getting it twisted, homeboy. You may know him. You may know a lot about him. You know how hard he is. You know how tough he is. You know he's a gangbanger. You respect his gangster. Don't mean I do, bro. This is Kelmac's platform. You feel me? On top of it, like I said, my connect, my direct connect has passed on. Look, man. At the end of the day, KM videos, KM video live streams ain't the only platform that can do interviews. I mean, they go grab everybody else I interviewed. Why not go grab Lil Hawk? Grab Lil Hawk, grab some of them other reputables that you guys want interviewed, or you guys go tell your favorite platform you want him interviewed, and maybe it'll happen for you. Looking like Detroit P with the frame. Checking in one time, hit that like button and share Kev's live. You don't have to share this live. We don't have nothing very important tonight, but be sure to click that like button. And after the video, or if you can right now, go ahead and leave a comment. It's cool, man. You respect real brothers. I mean, that's cool. But I'm saying, man, I have a different vision. Do we have to choose between them two, Mike Jordan? I hope you don't have to choose between the two. Couple things I like about Trump, which is very little. I got a very low list in liking Trump. I like that he want to get rid of these electric cars because nobody wants to be pulling over all the time, charging when they're trying to travel and have a good time. It messes up with your time. Another thing I like is that he wants to get rid of the IRS. I don't know what that's going to do economy-wise, but that's another good thing. Of course, get rid of all these taxes for different jobs and stuff like that. I think that's a great thing. But there was a lunatic, man. If you don't see it coming, you might be a lunatic too. What's good, Kev Max? Salute to you in the chat. Jerry Allen, what's up, homeboy? Boss Clausen here? I ain't seen Boss Claus since he started his channel. Much respect to you, and that was a great answer. Thank you. Already hit target. That like when I came on. That's right, Sag. That's right. We got less than half likes than viewers right now. 73 viewers, only 37 likes, man. Get them, Kev. Do your research. Hit the like, sub. Be a while. Got a lot of videos. ADC love, cuz. Peace to the ladies in the chat. Machead, Maniacs, newcomers, new subscribers, those passing through. And I always salute my trolls as well. You guys ask some good, hard questions. Got some bad, terrible jokes. So I was thinking the same thing when I passed a Tesla charging station. Like, who wants to sit and wait for your car to charge? Yeah, man, I don't know. You'd have to put a whole lot more charging stations around. You have to make it more affordable. Since it's supposed to save you money on gas, then shit, charging stations should be cheaper then. But I know when my son comes to visit, he has to stop and charge. Then when he gets here and he's trying to go place, he has to stop and charge. You know what I'm saying? We got to be selective on where we go so we can try and get him a charge while we eat or have a drink or, you know what I mean, go to a sports book. So to me, it's a lot inconvenient. Boss Klaus, what up, cuz? How are you? Everybody see Klaus but me, man. I think I got Klaus blocked. What up, Boss Klaus? I see you saluting, Crystal. Big Kev, I ain't get a notification. I opened up speaking on that, man. I don't know what to tell y'all other than unsubscribe, subscribe again. Make sure you ask for all your notifications when you hit the bell. All about control, turning the grid off, we stuck, man. That's real talk. Real talk. Can't we do the same with gas though? No. Javon Carter, what up? I'm gonna just start looking for you every day. Like you've been showing up every day, bro. Good looking out. Salute, peace, and blessings off top. Remember years ago, GM destroyed all those electric cars they had manufactured. No, I didn't know that. JR from the Bay, what up? I always get the notifications, but sometimes I'm outside when I put in on the internet. America needs to get back to that 50s to 70s economy where youth can survive and thrive off an average 9 to 5. That's a good point. That's a really good point, man. People did survive. You're right. I never looked at it like that. Salute Mac Kids and Maniacs. Salute number one. I mean, believe it or not, homie, even though we had all these drugs, I mean, we got through under Bill Clinton pretty easy, right? Bill Clinton had the economy booming, you know what I mean? That's not talked about very much, but people was happy under Clinton, you know? We just had a lot of brothers being incarcerated since at least, what, 1980? Good looking out, Jerry Allen Jr. Appreciate you, man. Had I been on the computer, you could hear that Cash App go ching ching. Salute Warrior Spirit. Cali Kiss, good looking out. That's good for the algorithm. Just popping in and show love and support to my little bro in the chat. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, sweetie. Those super chats help the algorithm, helps get the channel noticed, helps YouTube put you up in a top category. Because if you spend your money watching anybody's live stream, then YouTube feels like they need to promote you so they can get more revenue as well. So y'all be mindful of that. You know, we never cry about twos and fews or ones, but we do cry about nones now. What it do? What it do? Boss Claus, you having fun up in here tonight. I ain't never seen you type so much in your life, man. I could see you haven't been blocking those shots lately because your fingers would be too swole to do a whole lot of typing. Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. Salute. America has gone too far towards corporations controlling all business in America, thus stagnating incomes while boosting their profits. Let me tell you this. That is an actual fact. I remember, you know, I'm always have a gambling analysis or some gangbang analysis, but I remember way back, man, we used to gamble everywhere, man. We gambled from here to New Jersey, from LA to Vegas, all of that stuff, right? And it was just us against each other. The casino got their little fair share. I remember, I want to say around 98, I got hip to corporations gambling with us, man. You got people who strategically, rest in peace, BG Crip Crazy. You got people who strategically put together these gambling crews, right? Steve, you won't let me like you. Okay, there we go. So what they do is they assemble these teams of people and they work for the corporation and they teach these people how to play these games, these table games. So they send you out with a certain amount of money and you go out to these casinos and you gamble. And the way you gamble is the way the corporation wants you to gamble. So you have to be constant. You have to be steady. You have longer money than everybody. Every now and then you might get hit, but in the long run, you're going to win. So these corporations are taking money away from the regular everyday gambler. They're taking money away from the big gamblers. They just want it all. They very greedy, man. They don't care if you're poor or rich. They don't care if you got to pay. If you're trying to pay your rent, your mortgage, or if you're trying to buy a lollipop, man. They want everybody's money. So imagine the last 26 years or so, these corporations been taking money from the streets because they knew people was dope dealers. They knew people was robbing banks. They wanted all that money too. And they know they're going to win in the long run. So they found a way to get up in these games, man, and keep the casino from getting all your money, but at the same time, they basically They're to pay the casino as well. Pay the casino so they can keep taking all your money. What corporations? I don't know. You probably could Google them, but it's not a hidden fact. It's a well-known fact. They interact with people like I interact with you. So you be sitting at the table and you see a person with a bunch of money and you recognize the way they gamble and you say, you work for the corporation. They be like, yeah, I work for such and such. And, yeah, you know. So it's no secret. People know this. People just don't talk about it. But same with Vegas and these casinos. Remember when they was mob on. Remember when individuals had a large stake in casinos. Corporations came in and started taking over some of these or a lot of these casinos. So, yeah, if you're unaware, you're tight with what you get free. In the past, hospitality was great at the casino. Oh, they super tight now because they don't give a damn about you. They rich already. They rich. Under Donald Trump, they didn't really have to pay taxes. They just take your money and they get to spend it on luxury and whatever else because it's free money to them. But yeah, they living large, man. They hitting America pretty hard. That's why you see these commercials about these large corporations. That's what they talking about. These large corporations taking money out away from middle income families, middle class families. You know what I mean? Yeah, they dog you out pretty bad nowadays compared to even the '90s. They took care of you in the '90s, the '80s, but they still took care of you in the '90s. So they out to get it all, man. That's why you also hear politicians talking about greedy, greedy, greed. You know what I mean? Oh, today's Thursday. Man, I meant to put Monday. Y'all know I got the memory of Joe Biden on me. I thought it was Thursday, man. Shit, I'm waiting for Thursday night football in the middle of December, man. Damo Robbins, what up, homie? Black Warrior Spirit, what it do? How y'all doing? Shout out to Kelly Kiss. C Note, what up? Keith McCauley, Five Deuce. They talk about gang shit, getting politics or corporate allegedly Merck still get away with it. Now that's more, yeah, for real. That's gangster for real. Hey man, I'm just saying, man. Y'all know I can see into the future a lot better than y'all. I'm also late to the party a lot of times, so maybe I'm late. Maybe I'm 4 days late instead of early. Big Joe Biden stepped down at the DNC conference. He wanted to mention you, Kev, but he didn't remember. That's a good one. I like that one. He wanted to shout out the Mac Kids and Maniacs, but he probably forgot. Shout out to all the miles you are appreciated. What's now? What it do? Man, at this rate, man, brothers and sisters with these gang politics, they're gonna keep politicking. They already in their 60s. We gonna have some politicians in their 70s. Nigga, they gonna forget what set they from. They gonna forget how to throw it up. And they still gonna be leading the kids out in the streets to kill, steal at will. So that's why we all need to step in right now and stop this madness. You know what I mean? Michelle, good looking out. Appreciate you, sweetheart. Appreciate you. Yeah. We gotta get this month cracking. And I appreciate y'all, man. I tried so hard to make last month pop, man. It just took all my energy. Gave y'all a story every damn day. Gave y'all live every damn day, man. I am so tired. I am so beat. But I think I'm getting a little bit of energy back now. Getting a little youth back, right? Thanks for streaming. For sure, 5D. For sure. Everybody seen the Pyru walk. Everybody seen Slick and Ayatollah Marv. Everybody seen the Pyru. What's our boy name? YG. TMZ was there. I'm like, ooh, TMZ is there. TMZ is there. We don't want TMZ at our shit though. You know what I mean? This ain't for a public stunt. This ain't to show our colors. You feel me? This is for real. This is serious. But what we have to do as black men, what we have to do as gangbangers, right? Is stop the separation. As long as you have separation, you still gonna have disagreements and gang wars. You have to get rid of all the separation. Bang your set, I bang my set. That's cool, but eventually somebody gonna bang a set. Somebody else gonna get offended, and it's gonna start something up. So we have to move forward to an agenda for I want to say black people, but you have Mexicans and whites as part of this too. But Crips and Bloods, you're gonna have to come together, man. You're gonna have to come together. Yeah. Damn, TMZ, it should be KMV documented. See, not if I ain't part of it. We ain't documenting nothing I ain't a part of. Sure, it's a beautiful sight, but like I said, man, I'll give props what props is due, man. It was a beautiful thing, man. We have to stop the separation now. 94 in the chat and only 69 likes. Y'all go on and get them likes up a little bit. Get them likes up a little bit. Steve Woo finally finished all them stories. Took me a good month. Oh, wow. All right. That's a lot of binge watching, man. I mean, I just watched a couple movies and documentaries. I couldn't tell you the name of none of them. I did just see Bosco's movie, though. I watched the Bosco movie that had his week. It's all right, James K. I ain't tripping. That weed you smoke is weak. How about that? How about them eggs? How about them weak eggs you put in your dreads? I mean, you got to get some new eggs, man. You gotta find them the poultry that's big, dropping dinosaur eggs nowadays, man. Them little pigeon eggs you use to put in your dreads ain't working on me. I know, bro. I think majority of beefs on the west side and blue side can be resolved with just some type of formal arrangement between who or RC. That would be immense if it pulled up. What do you mean if? There ain't no if. Why you think I'm going to LA? I keep telling y'all, man, it's important that I get to LA. People need to stop hating on each other, period. Let them do with no comment. That unbalance will never weigh right. Man, look, that is the common denominator to a civil race and a civil culture in America. The problem is, I don't know where the problem stems from. Some people say slavery, but we are very, very ignorant and very hateful toward each other. I mean, look at these YouTube channels, man. Check this out. When I woke up today, I picked up my phone to see what text messages and phone calls I may have missed. And then I went to YouTube to see how many numbers the new video from Stacey White had, which is 6,000. That's good. And I think it's gonna stop, but 6,000 is good. And so when I went to YouTube, what did I see? I promise to God, man, approximately the first 12 videos on my timeline all had Big U in the title. I'm like, man, what a bandwagon that everybody and their mama that don't know Big U. I ain't talking about the people that know Big U. The people that don't know Big U are running with these people's agenda. And I'm like, why are they trying to convict or have this guy assassinated? And they don't know him. So if they don't know him, he ain't done nothing to them. What has he done to them? But you have people putting a word out on different individuals, and people take it and run with it just because they seen some content. They think they know everything that's going on. They see 1, 2, or 3 interviews. Now they think they know everything. They piecing shit together like they some type of spy. And it's kind of foul because you're leaning on your own understanding and you also using secondhand information. So none of it's firsthand information. I'm talking about those guys that don't know him personally, but they all trying to eat off of it. So as long as there's money involved, we're going to have people hating. We are going to have people stepping in, minding other people's business and adding their own opinions, own narratives, and go after people just because they need a dollar, just because they can't come up with any creative content on their own. So they run and grab everybody else's content and piece it together. I don't know what's wrong with social media. My sister asked me, to find out what separates my channel from the channels that steal my video and get 1,000,000+ hits. I told her it's the controversy. I know what it is. I'm not trying to be like them. It's the controversy. They all steal clips of videos. They put together their own narratives, be it true or false. But many times they lean on their own understanding. And that's what people like. People like controversy. So in the sense of money and the fact that these people are somewhere hidden, I understand why they make content like that. You feel me? Because they just out for the dollar. They don't give a damn about destroying nobody's life or throwing flames into the fire. You know what I mean? But had they known these people, they probably have a different approach. Had they really had more inside information or talk to people on a more positive level, they probably have a whole different take on things. But so yeah, this content and the way us black people are, man, we so hateful, we so envious and jealous. Kev had that since he was playing T-ball. Hey man, don't even trip, Uncle Buck. Don't even trip, man. You played with other kind of balls. Nigga, I played baseball. You played man balls. I went out on a little league field, man. High school field. Didn't do too well. Went out to semi-pro baseball. Played softball on the street and in prison. You played man ball. You went to 4,800, going around, grabbing balls, catching them with more than just your hands. You know, you use your butt for a mitt. Your butt was your glove, and you wanted to catch every ball up in there, man. So, Buck, just cut it out, man. We don't want to hear about it, Buck. Take your secrets to the grave, homie. 98 people in here, 86 likes. Not the professional juggler, man. Swirling the swirl. I feel like you didn't know Nipsey when he was alive. Then you shouldn't be allowed to speak on him. Folks dragging this man's name for content. You know what's crazy though? When you mention Nipsey Hussle, right? Like certain individuals, they didn't have nothing but bad things to say about Nip. They made content talking bad about Nip and trying to expose Nip. But that's the same person that's your source. Like you, which way is it? Like, you get mad because you think somebody laughing, but you don't get mad when somebody calling him derogatory terms and trying to shit on his career. Like, I don't get that. Like, you guys are so lost in the sauce, man. Your brains are so fried that you don't even believe the shit that you profess to believe. What Cali Kids say, man? Cali Kids talking about Cali Kids. Content vultures and gossipers and weirdos. That's right. It's something that should be put on the table. If accepted, it could possibly bring peace. Just a thought. What was that? Because I don't know why all y'all keep talking about this peace thing, man. Y'all already know what I'm doing. I already put a video out on it a month ago. Y'all still talking about it? God damn it, I keep saying that's why I got to get to LA at the end of the month. God damn it. What part of y'all missing? I guess I'm not giving y'all enough info, and that's done purposely, so people like TMZ don't show up. What does the tool next to people name mean? It means they are moderators on this channel. It means I trust them, and they are very supportive of the channel. I'll answer, man, if you hit me up. You say it's foul. You say it's foul. Listen, youngster, let me tell you something. You ask a question, why did I start laughing? And then you say foul as fuck. Think about that. You don't even know why I'm laughing, so how is it foul? Think about that shit. That's like when you're in a room with a few of your loved ones and they whispering and shit and you don't hear what they say and they laugh. You think it's foul. And the whole time they might not even be talking about you. Or they might have said something about somebody else. But the whole time your mind is so fragile, you so out the loop that you think They talking about you. You think that you know what's going on. So how do you ask a question and say it's foul? Like, do you say, nigga, you farted, you stink, but it's other people in there and you don't know who it was? No, you don't do that. You say, who was that? Who cut one loose, you stinky motherfucker? In general, right? You dudes can't think for yourselves. You think it with a narrative that somebody puts out there. Again, if you don't know an individual, how do you know that person's character, what that person is capable of? You was not there. If you an investigator or you need this information, look at the people on the camera and go find one of them and ask them. Because the information will sound better coming from someone else than coming from me. On top of that, I owe you no explanation. That was my homeboy. That wasn't your homeboy. Okay, so it came across and looked foul. Thank you. That's all you have to say the first time. Still not a good look. It's not a good look because you guys have these pre-notions in your head. I don't give a damn if it's a good look or not a good look to you. Like, how does that help my life? How does that help my life? It hasn't stopped me from going around my friends and my homeboys. It ain't stopped me from putting content on YouTube. So how does that affect me? What you guys get caught up in, you guys get caught up in dudes that's hateful. Again, same shit I was just talking about. You guys that don't know people, hear somebody say something with their whatever their agenda is, and you believe it. You run with it because you have no inside information and you don't know the people involved. Same shit I just said earlier. You proved my point for me. And this is no disrespect to you, but it is an awakening. Like, you guys need to wake up and start seeing things for what it is, not what it's not. You know, this is supposed to be the woke generation. Like, how you motherfuckers woke when you still sleep? You know, most of this stuff, man, is done for monetary gain and to hate on somebody else. If that's the type of stuff you like, then of course you're gonna engage in that shit and believe that shit. You know what I mean? How in the world do you guys talk about a video that's been around for 5.5 years? You know how? Because you guys see somebody and they say, this is Kev, or they say, look, they laughing. And then all of a sudden you say, oh, that's foul. Kev's laughing. Nigga, you didn't think it was foul 5.5 years ago. Nigga, this is the same video they've been putting up for 5.5 years straight. No, it didn't have nothing to do with LAPD. Like I said, if a major platform interviews me, I'll give them that. If I go on a major platform, man, I'll give them all that. But until then, man, keep guessing, nigga. Keep on guessing, nigga. You niggas gonna die with a lie. You niggas gonna die and not know the truth about nothing. But that goes back to our culture and our race, man. We just hate. I haven't seen one dude. Check this out. And I don't want to keep talking about this shit, but I'm going to say one last thing. Out of all these people, out of all these individuals, pretending like they worried about me laughing, right? Never mind dudes and talked about the sex tape and kissing and getting head and all this stuff, right? Not one individual has came on here and said Kev and Nipsey got into it. Not one person has ever said what I've done for Nipsey or with Nipsey. I don't really want to say for, because it seemed like I really strung him along, but did with Nipsey. So that lets you know you don't know me and you don't know our history. That lets us know you don't know our relationship. So at this point, it's only two things. Either you jealous, or you believe the goofy stuff, the goofy nonsense that somebody else put online. And that's just it. That's period. And more people are coming in here listening right now because they know it's real. And they sitting there like, damn, he just low-key checked me. He just made me see things from a different way. You feel me? The same people don't even know who the names are. Don't even know who Lil Kev is. Don't even know who Lil Thundercat got his name from. You the same people that don't know none of this. If you knew that, you would think twice before you open your big mouths. But no, again, man, the devil leads you. If you want to you want to follow the devil, that's on you, my brother. I tell you one thing, man. Uh, it must really suck not to have inside information. It's got to suck not to have inside information. See, there's this thing, homie. There's this thing in the city. If you're from Compton, Watts, greater parts of LA, Inglewood, you know the centerpiece in the centerpiece of gang violence in LA. You always hear Q's talk about front porch talk. You're gonna hear all that on the front porch. You can't go in anywhere in LA in anybody's hood and sit on their front porch with a set. And they're gonna give you some inside information about Kevmac and Nipsey got along. You're not gonna find that because it never existed. But as long as you're on the internet, you can make up all these conspiracy theories. You can make up all this, your own viewpoint on what you see and what you think you hear. Right? Now, let's take for example. I don't want to go no further. I'm going to save the example. I'm not going to go no further. On to the next subject, y'all. Talk to me, man. These dudes flew the coop. 130 people watching, only 94 likes. 36 of y'all go and click that like button one time. Westside Abbey, what's up with you? C. Carrera, what's up with you? I see y'all up in this chat, man. We got it cracking tonight. A lot of people up here. This is really normal for back in the day. Kamalia Trash. He said Kamalia Trash. Are you trying to say like Kamala is Somalian? Or, good move, Kev. Let it be. Let it be. That's what I've been doing. You know what I mean? I kind of try to give you a little taste so people can change their direction, change their narrative and their weird beliefs. But try not to give too much until a major platform say, Kev Mac, man, we want to interview you, Kev Mac. Put something in that envelope like they all do for Charleston White, man. Charleston White say he made over $1 million in just interview money. God damn, man, I ain't made $1 on the interview. I never got paid for one interview in my life. Man, this nigga made $1 million. Y'all pay me like you paid a chameleon, nigga. Man, I remember I got into this thing, man. Straight out of passion, man. Straight out of lacing people from out of state, the real history of LA gang. Man, this thing done changed to something else. In order for me to compete, nigga, you got to pay me. Like, they done really changed the game, man. Like, these dudes with these channels that pay people to come in for interviews think they can invite me on and don't pay me. Actually, they don't invite me on. But they do be thinking they can get me without paying me. I ain't never earned $1 off an interview. You can't find one person whose channel I ever been on or none of that had to pay me. Now, I was on one channel. I was on a Texas channel where they paid gratitude. They paid gratitude for having me on. I told them, man, you don't send me nothing. I don't charge. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing this because you know, I'm flattered that you guys asked me to be on, and I'll answer your questions and help you guys learn how to grow your channel. They decided they wanted to give me a little compensation. I wasn't gonna turn it down. Shit, nigga got bills. But I ain't never got $1 off an interview, man. But yeah, y'all want a big interview? Y'all want some inside information that's not telling and snitching and blaming nobody for no murder or no conspiracies? Y'all lucky the FBI don't arrest you niggas for conspiracy to commit murder since y'all know so much. But 60 Minutes, y'all busters and cussers, leave the founder of KMV alone. You good, KM? I'm riding with you. Yeah, everybody say they riding with me too. I'm in a car by myself. You know what I mean? Until a nigga slander my name on YouTube or in person, I'll be by myself, bro. I'll be by myself. I should have been from by yourself hustler, nigga. Care by himself. I'm not gonna turn it down. Got business in business. Talk your stuff, big kid. I like when y'all get me going. Celebrate the first super chat. Hey, everybody cheer. Celebrate the first super chat in business. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Welcome to the pot of gold. Them channels are mostly culture vultures and instigators. They damn sure instigators. Ain't no question. Kev, they was blaming the NOI and Reese Islam. Man, they blame everybody. Kev, can you do Adam 22? Fool, you good? Like I said, man, I ain't looking to go on Adam, but I ain't gonna rule it out either. You know what I mean? But I just got some questions for dude if he got questions for me. So about them Royals, the Royals are balling, man. They beat the Angels tonight. They balling. I say dig into the history of slaves migrating to California or any other major black city. You know one, I don't want to give up my secret, but KMV, can you say you got to be careful who you let interview you? Man, look, that's true, Crystal. I don't know your experience. I don't know how you form that fact. I'm not gonna call it opinion, but I remember Ice-T told me, man, years ago. Ice-T told me, he said, man, you gotta be careful who you let interview you. You have to, if you don't know them, you have to do your homework on them. Ask them for some past videos or past newspaper articles or write-ups they had. Because you need to learn a person's character. Like Cuse always say, Cuse comes on here because he know I know what questions not to ask. Ice-T was saying the same thing. You go to somebody who you don't know just because they got a big name or they interested in your story. It don't mean nothing, man. They gonna put their own spin on things. Their real character is gonna come out when they ask questions or sum up the interview. So you have to go to somebody that basically is a reputable, somebody that has a nice name and history of interviewing people the way you want to be interviewed. I'll never forget Ice-T told me that. So that's another reason why I pick and choose which platforms I'm gonna go on. But I don't like to tell a person, don't ask me this, that, or the other. I like a genuine conversation. I like a genuine interview to where you don't ask loaded questions, but you don't let me know what questions are gonna be asked. And same for you. I don't want to hit you with no loaded questions, but I also don't want you to know what type of questions I'm gonna ask. I think those interviews are a lot better. But everybody had their own style and their own way. So I appreciate the comments to say they like the way I ask questions and how I'm respectful to the people on. Is Keefe D in federal prison? I don't know if Keefe D is going to federal prison since the crime happened. I mean, who knows? Cali Kiss, Western Ave. Miss 702, what's up with you? Always good sharing, my thoughts, my intimacy with you guys, man. That's why I love y'all. That's why I appreciate y'all. That's why I come on as much as I can, man. Y'all already know to get in. I don't like to get in front of the camera, but it's a lot easier for me now. You know what I mean? Been rewatching a lot of your video interviews. Watched Jimmy Lavender with the yearbook. That's a great one. Yeah, that's a classic moment in KevMac video history. People spread lies and rumors nowadays, and they be stumped down facts. Like they be stumped down. Yeah, that was part of my point. People repeat things like they're facts, but have never even talked to the other side. Then they think they could come on my platforms. They think they could come on Instagram, the blue channel, or the black channel, and ask me a question in a rude manner and think I'm supposed to answer it. Like, nigga, who are you? Did you say hi? Did you have a conversation with me first? You just jump right into some bullshit, and you always know it's bullshit because somebody just dropped a video. They either just dropped the interview or they just uploaded some content. 9 times out of 10, using something out of my catalog. Like, you niggas don't even know where that came from. I think Caleb Williams is going to be a good pro. What you think? Uh, I'm kind of taking the back seat and seeing because I didn't like him at USC. I thought he was a horrible quarterback, man. Despite his numbers, despite getting the crowd to enjoy USC games, I thought he was a bum. I thought 2 years in a row he let the whole college, he let the team down. He let the what do you call them people that donate to the college? I feel like he let them all down, man. Major respect for Monster Cody interview. One of my favorites, man. I love that Monster Cody interview. Shotty Mac, good looking out, man. You always on deck. I came around seeing the video Jimmy pulled the yearbook. I got more what? More tuned in when AC and Elgin was on the blood debate. That's right. Yeah, the boosters. There you go. Love the triple OG videos, man. Like I said, man, I wanted to get to Arizona and get another triple OG summer vacation reunion, but I didn't have the means to make it, so I couldn't make it. Learned a lot of history from you, Kev. Much respect. I appreciate your game. Y'all check out the history of Seattle CD South End gang history. What can we find that at? Social media allows peons to express themselves like they real ones in a way they probably wouldn't do in person. Say that again. FJ, what up, homeboy? They were my homeboy FJ. FJ been on the block. He knew the homie. You don't see him come up in here, Shotty Mac, same thing. You don't see them coming up in here saying no bullshit, because it wasn't no bullshit. The Bears making the playoffs will be good enough. It's going to be tough, man. I'll tell you that. It's going to be tough for a lot of teams to make the playoffs this year. It's 702 #1 fan. Oh, I like that. Got a ring to that one. I like that. Why I can't click like, though? Miss 702. Uh-oh, we got a Raider fan up here. Slick was a Raider fan, too. And then he all of a sudden jumped on the Rams back. I don't know, Raider Nation, we got a problem. We have a real problem, Raider Nation. When your fans start jumping jumping around, skipping teams, something wrong with your franchise. Uh-oh, 702. Oh, 702. OGDTV. Got Goodwill, 619. Rams house. A lot of people left to the Rams. Any more shirts? I got some more shirts. I do got some more shirts, but I didn't want to be going through that auction and stuff again. But yeah, I got some more. Cutes and Barefoot Pookie and Monster was the best. Man, I miss Barefoot Pookie, man. That was my loved one, despite the one falling out we had. But man, I love Barefoot Pookie, man. We done powwow many a nights, man. And that dude had a lot of history, man. He had a lot of history. He was a very misunderstood individual. And he processed information different from most. But he was a very good, genuine guy with a great heart. And he still squabbled. As old as Pookie was, man, I swear to God, I seen Pookie on the block with some of his peers, and Pookie called him out. Pookie was always down for a squabble, even in his old age. So you know he had to be the real deal when he was a teenager. Have been to the Mob Museum in Vegas? Absolutely, I have. SAG still with us, you know what I mean? SAG doing a whole hour with us tonight. Man. Okay, we got them likes up there now, y'all. Them likes is up there. Shout out to all the newcomers and those passing through. Shout out to everybody being respectful to the platform. You know, it means a lot to me and it means a lot to my viewers to know that you guys can come over here and have conversations with real grown adults, not little children, not little fragile egos and girly attitudes from the men, right? I mean, some of our ladies got men attitude. I mean, hey, you know, we don't discriminate over here, you know what I'm saying? But I think for the most part, everybody know, like in the comment section and up on the videos, not to be dissing each other, not to be going at each other's hood. That's disrespectful. We're not here to incite the violence. We just here to talk about it. What Asiatic Supreme say, man? Okay, what you think about the Damus uniting in Compton? I spoke on that earlier in the show, man. I think it's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. It was a good look. However, I think anytime you have a major rap star or any star period and TMZ there, I think it's more for clout. I think it's more for advertising the brand as opposed to being genuine, 100% genuine. You know what I mean? But I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think we need to stop the separation, because as long as we have separation, we gonna have we gonna have we gonna have we gonna have beef. We gonna have rift. We're not gonna see things the same way. So we gotta continue to narrow it down till we have one love, one agenda. That'll alleviate all the breaking up of different branches and starting gang wars and stuff. I mean, I'm just saying, man, that's what it is. I mean, I could have TMZ with us next week, you know what I'm saying? But no, that's never the plan. Now we could talk about it later. We could do an interview about it, but we have to be serious first. And this ain't no like what we got going on, man. We got thousands of murders against each other, tens of thousands of murders collectively, right? We have to make sure that we serious about what we doing. We don't. The outside world don't have to know what we got going on. Like I said, they can know in due time. You feel me? I mean, when you got heavy hitters on deck, they don't want the news all up in their face, because next you're gonna have the government looking at you. You're gonna have the government trying to figure out why you was there and who was there and stuff like that. And we know they got great cameras. We know they know how to zoom in and do facial recognition. They know the names. They got names in their files of people that have been arrested in the last 7 to 10 years. You know what I mean? So a lot of fad stuff going on. A lot of people needing personal recognition for things. When it's for the fame or the money, you have to question how genuine it is. You know what I mean? But as long as it's genuine, you don't have to question it. Larry Knight, aka TQ. TQ had promised that he was going to come on, but TQ stopped communicating and he never came on. Gang was out there too. I don't know why, but dude is too animated. Solana's genuine, a good start. I don't know what you're saying, F-Dog, but I feel you nationwide. But yeah, it's long overdue, man. Bloods and Crips and whatever other factions we got going on in Chicago and New York, Philadelphia, Texas. Well, you know, it's time for brothers to grow up, man. I always said the older generations of gang members in California and even in other regions, we didn't have nobody to look forward, to look up to, and explain to us how wrong we was. But now you got generations, man. You got generations within the gang, and you got generations of Crips and Bloods from the beginning. So now you got many people that can tell you there's a better way. So I think that's the best thing about what we got going on now. I think that's the best lesson for these kids and these killers. You know what I'm saying? Why spend 25, 30 years in prison and you're gonna be on a tier with your so-called rival? The same people you trying to kill gonna be the same people fighting with you against the Mexicans. Same people fighting with you against the correctional officers. Same people you're going to sit down and eat with in a chow hall. Lift weights with on the weight pile. Walk laps around the penitentiary with. So it's like, what is the real purpose? What's the real purpose? Other than bravado and stupidity. Other than ignorance and murder, violence. So yeah, man, we gotta continue to talk to the youngsters and give them a better way. But one thing we're gonna have to do in order to keep this up, you gotta put more jobs that are attainable in the community for the youngsters. If a youngster ain't getting no money, the next best thing is to put a bullet in a gun and go bust it. But as long, like, if you look at all these dudes that came out of prison with murder or two murders or murder and attempted murder convictions, they come home and what happened to them? They got jobs. Most of them got good jobs. That's why they're not going back to prison. That's why it's no longer an evolving door for them. So you have to be able to put jobs in the community. I mean, there are job opportunities everywhere, but you have to really make them attainable for the young locals. Them the ones that really count. Older people done already figured out. They know they got to go to jail to pay their rent or their mortgage. The youngsters haven't figured it out yet. You know, another thing that's crazy is back in the day, people used to move out at 17 and 18, move out the house and get their own place, start their own families. Now people like permanently in the house with their parents. You bring your girlfriend to your parents' house, you smoke in your parents' house, you drink in your parents' house. You got your grandkids in your parents' house. So we dropped the ball. We fumbled. We definitely fumbled. Our parents owned homes. Our parents had multiple cars. Man, times are so hard now, like the brother said earlier. We got to find a way to get the economy cracking like in the 70s and 80s. But I will say, we still had an economy in the 90s. A lot of people just be trying to rule out the 90s for some reason. Probably because Bill Clinton, but yeah, the economy's kind of messed up, and it's kind of hard for people to really earn enough money to take care of a family. You remember the men? Most men used to take care of their whole family. Remember, the mom got to stay at home most of the time. Remember those days? What you miss, Crystal? You missed your new bra size. What you miss, Crystal? You missed a meal. What you miss? You miss your ex-boyfriend. What? Inflation was different. The economy would never be the way it was. Never say never, but I feel you on that. I mean, we had so many presidents mess with inflation over the years. You know, you need to take some credit for the Unity Kev. You exposed a lot of youngsters the way it used to be before the set trip, man. Look, I got one job to do, man, and I'll be doing that job soon, man. You all will be proud. Mexicans are multi-generational until home ownership, entrepreneurship is possible for their kids. That economic blueprint by Elijah Muhammad is similar to crowdfunding. Tyreek say that's right. I missed that 50-50 love. World has changed since the 90s. Jobs are going to other countries, are offering competitiveness. Absolutely. But you know what, though? I mean, if we came with a law that you can't fund these other countries, you can't do business with these other countries, that would be a start. So at some point, some way, somehow, we have to find out over here in America why our prices on everything are so high. Why don't we compete with them instead of they compete with us? Why don't we drop our prices on a lot of things, on material and all that, so we can spend money with our own people? And that'll make the economy boom. Back in your day, was everyone's first apartment in Hawthorne? I mean, you laughing? So I don't know if that's a serious question or a joke. But you goddamn right. People moved to Inglewood, the jungle, And Hawthorne, absolutely right. Why do you think Hawthorne became Little Watts? Let me say that again. Why do you think Hawthorne became Little Watts? Now, for those that may be offended, may be jealous, may be thinking I'm saying something about Watts, no. Hawthorne's game for Little Watts was made because of Watts. The damn American corporations are greedy. We started off talking about these greedy corporations and how they taking in all the money and ain't giving nothing back. Snoop has clothing being sold at Walmart. He can make his clothing in Cali inner cities. We need to quit giving tax break to mostly American companies who take most of their manufacturing. Oh, I agree. But what you guys seem to forget, another reason why America is suffering financially, as far as like everybody talk about Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, all they talking about is the middle class and the wealthy, middle class. Like they're forgetting about the lower class. They're forgetting about the poor. You notice that both sides are forgetting about the poor. They trying to pass laws the poor can't even really exist damn near, you know what I mean? But yeah, it ought to be a law against these big corporations getting all these monies from other countries that are so-called our enemies. Right? Kev, you are already a documentary maker. Take it to the next level. Link up with Michael Moore. I don't know who Michael Moore is, and I don't know if Michael Moore would like to mess with me. Okay, that's a good point. My man say the poor don't vote. Okay, so guess what? If the poor don't vote, you know what we need to do? We need to start concentrating on poor people. So you go down there to where all the poor people hang out. You give all the poor people a bottle of water or a cup of coffee. You ask them to sign up to vote. And maybe they can give us some insight into why they are homeless. You know, maybe it was some bills, some politicians, some laws or something that created that. And they can open our eyes to what's wrong with America's politicians. So I don't know, man. My man said the poor don't go out and vote, man. I don't know what the poor can't read. Or the poor people don't get no pens and pencils. They don't have no glasses. No polling places. I mean, I don't know. Elon Musk and Donald Trump trying to change the game with Project 2025, no black agenda. I'm poor and I voted last year. Then fix the education system, pay the teachers more. I mean, a lot of people deserve to get paid more, you know. We could quit worrying about how much people get paid if we quit driving the prices up on every damn thing. Yeah, they definitely should have term limits for Congress. Shit, for everything in the up there in Washington, man. We need term limits on all of that. Okay, well, Ebby's a history teacher. Teach us some history then, Ebby. Do an interview with me. Do they have summer youth jobs in Cali? They did once upon a time. I don't know about now. But hey, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for having a conversation, an adult conversation, and keeping it respectful. Thank you guys for clicking the likes. We got more likes than viewers right now. One thing I come to believe about voting is that, like playing sports, sometimes you have to vote defensively. That's a good way to look at it, bro. Yes, teachers need to make more across the board. Teachers are teaching the future. This Sinbad at work clocking in, the black community really need to pay attention to what's going on in Chicago. The city of Los Angeles is going through some of the same things. Hey, y'all, I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good one. Sleep good. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.